It's Justin, ladies and gentlemen. Two more federal judges have rightfully, legally, constitutionally, and lawfully, constitutionally and lawfully blocked Donald Trump from using the Alien Enemies Act. Why? Well, because the United States is not currently at war with any of our foreign allies, nor is it at war with Venezuela. Therefore, it is illegal. Let's get into the article reporting today. Today's reporting is by CNN. Ladies and gentlemen, that article is titled "Two More Judges Block the Trump Administration's Use of the Alien Enemies Act to Deport Migrants." Ladies and gentlemen, the article reads, two more federal judges on Tuesday blocked the Trump administration's use of deportations under the Alien Enemies Act, saying the wartime power shouldn't be used. District Judge Alvin Hellerstein said the administration is indefinitely blocked from removing migrants from the Southern District of New York under the act, which gives detainees little due process. The judge said migrants could still be deported via more traditional immigration authorities. Hellerstein, in his 22-page opinion earlier Tuesday, wrote that the use of the Alien Enemies Act violates constitutional protections that give people in the U.S. due process. Quote, petitioners have not been given notice of what they allegedly did to join the gang Trinity Aragua when they joined and what they did in the United States or anywhere else to share or further the illicit objectives of TDA, unquote. Judge Alvin Hellerstein wrote, yet the Trump administration has used the alleged associations of Venezuelan migrants with Trinity Aragua as a reason to send them to El Salvador's notorious mega prison, he noted. Hellerstein's decision is the second time in 2 weeks a federal judge has harshly condemned the Trump administration's use of the Alien Enemies Act and adds to a trail of court decisions that has cut back the harsh, fast-moving deportation approach that's become a centerpiece of President Donald Trump's policy toward immigrants. The Supreme Court and other appellate courts haven't yet determined whether the law is being used legally, though the High Court has given some direction on how migrants' challenges to the act could proceed. Hillerstein wrote that the Trump administration hadn't shown the U.S. was under invasion by a hostile foreign power as the Alien Enemies Act requires when it is used. It's previously been invoked in the U.S. during the War of 1812, World War I, and World War II. Quote, there is nothing in the AEA Alien Enemies Act that justifies a finding that refugees migrating from Venezuela or TDA gangsters who infiltrate the migrants are engaged in an invasion or predatory incursion, unquote, Judge Alvin Hellerstein wrote, adding, quote, they do not seek to occupy territory to oust American jurisdiction from any territory or to ravage territory. TDA may well be engaged in narcotics trafficking, but that is a crime matter, not an invasion or predatory incursion, unquote. Hellerstein, in the opinion, described how the administration in March deported to El Salvador more than 130 undocumented migrants, some of whom were at one time held in his judicial district in New York. Quote, the sweep for removal is ongoing, extending to the litigants in this case and others thwarted only by order of of this and other federal courts, unquote, the judge said, adding, quote, this destination, El Salvador, a country paid to take our aliens, is neither the country from which the aliens came nor to which they wish to be removed. But they are taken there. And they're to remain indefinitely in a notorious evil jail, unable to communicate with counsel, family, or friends, unquote. Later Tuesday, Trump's ability to rely on the Alien Enemies Act to speed up deportations took another hit when a federal judge in Colorado indefinitely blocked the president from using it to swiftly deport any migrants in that state. The ruling from U.S. District Judge Charlotte Sweeney, an appointee of former President Joe Biden, similarly said that Trump had likely exceeded his authority in trying to use the wartime authority for quick deportations. Her 25-page preliminary injunction said that Trump's invocation of the law had little to do with the statute's original purpose. There is no active military invasion by a foreign nation that justified its invocation to allow officials to similarly remove alleged members of the Venezuelan gang, the judge concluded. Like Kellerstein, Sweeney also noted that her ruling doesn't preclude the administration from relying on other immigration laws to remove migrants in Colorado, whom Trump wants to deport under the Alien Enemies Act. Another rightful legal significant win for democracy and the rule of law, as well as the Constitution. And a significant rightful legal loss and setback and constitutional loss for the Trump administration, Trump regime. That is going to do it for today's legal breaking reporting, ladies and gentlemen. If you did enjoy this legal breaking reporting, please firstly like, comment, share, subscribe, and enjoy. Secondly, if you guys want to stay up to date on all the things legal breaking reporting wise on the side of politics, please hit the bell icon as well as the all notifications option. The bell icon is located directly below the screen here on the right hand side of the subscribe button. Thirdly, ladies and gentlemen, please follow me on my social medias. That'll be linked down below. If you also want to stay up to date on all the things legal breaking reporting ways on the side of politics, I will be posting when I've uploaded brand new legal analysis reporting videos to the YouTube channel. Fourthly, ladies and gentlemen, please help me reach and achieve the goal of 160 plus subscribers. The reason why I am saying 160 plus subscribers, ladies and gentlemen, is because right after we reach and achieve the goal of 160 subscribers, we have more subscribers to reach and achieve right after we reach and achieve the goal of 160 subscribers. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, please stay safe. Please stay positive, even though I know some of you are having a hard time trying to stay positive during these unfortunate, illegal, dark-induced times caused by the Trump administration, Trump regime. Believe me, I honestly myself have been finding it hard to stay positive at times during these unfortunate, illegal, dark-induced times caused by the Trump administration, Trump regime. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, please know that justice will prevail on the correct side of the law, eventually, despite Donald Trump and his illegal administration and unconstitutional regimes, unconstitutional behaviors, executive orders,
actions and behaviors. Until my next reporting, ladies and gentlemen, I will talk to you guys in the next reporting.